Yo, what's good, YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoot, back with the Nenamore Nation Draft League, and we have a live game here. AAA versus Ginger, the Evansville Dewotters taking on the E-Town Escavaliers. I've played both of these players this season already. Both have really scary squads, and was definitely taken to the very edge when it came to playing both of these players. So AAA reveals the Chicaberry Lantern, and it didn't matter because the item was just knocked off. I suppose going for Earthquake would have did roughly the same, so just getting rid of the item was pretty nice. Crook survives the Scald and does not get burned, which is really nice for Ginger. Allows him to go for another knockoff, or he can click Earthquake on this turn and pick up a knockout, or AAA may go into his Aerodactyl here and prevent knockoff or Earthquake from doing much damage, and then going from there. However, that does invite in the Stylix, in which AAA doesn't respond to very well, outside of like a defensive Como. So he does pull the switch out into the Aerodactyl, which is a fine play. And Ginger got him. Ginger got him with the Rock Tomb. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that was absolutely beautiful play by Ginger there. Really turning it up in these last few turns here, as the Rock Tomb slows down the Como, allowing the Crook to get the faster Earthquake off, but Como is able to get up rocks and Drain Punch a little health back there. So that's really nice for the Como. First blood goes to Ginger, or excuse me, to AAA. Picking up the first knockout there with his Crocodile, or with the Como on the Crocodile, on turn 5. So a bit quick there. So keys to victory. I usually do this once Pokemon, one of the first Pokemon have dropped. I call out keys to victory for AAA. I believe he just needs to keep Aerodactyl healthy. I think Aerodactyl has all the tools, all the viability in this match to win. It just drops things like Victini and Tornadus. Has the type advantage versus the Whimsicott, outpaces everything on Ginger's squad. Earthquake covers potential for things like Dragalge and Stylix. And like I said, Como, I believe it's necessary to keep Como and keep it relatively healthy for the Stylix as well. For Ginger, I think he's got to start claiming some knockouts. I think he has to claim them really quickly, or he's going to have a hard time like outpacing and eliminating all these threats. If Victini isn't choice locked and he is able to get rid of the Aerodactyl, I think Victini becomes a huge problem for AAA. So in comes the Whimsicott, kind of necessary play here. Hopefully, well, let's not say that, but hopefully, Ginger follows his pattern earlier. He's got he made the prediction with the Rock Tomb on the incoming Aerodactyl. Let's see if he can make a prediction here on an incoming Scolipede or Aegislash. I think that's going to be one of his 2 switch-ins here through the Moonblast. It does make the safe moonblast play, not wanting to play around with the Como O. Perhaps noticing how valuable Stillix is after Como O goes down. But this is a Life Orb Whimsicott, able to get some nice damage off versus the Aegislash and survive the Shadow Ball himself. So the Stun Spore, not necessarily coming into play there, but a really, really nice play on the King Shield. So it was really cool to see. Very, very interesting. However, Whimsicott was one of his best ways of dealing with Lantern and the Como O. So seeing Whimsicott go down is actually problematic for Ginger despite the damage he got on the Aegislash. I felt like Stillix was perhaps a better Mon to allow take damage at that point. So I think Ginger's play here is to just go into Victini and claim one. Of course Lantern could come in, but I don't think Lantern's going to, what's the word? It's not going to chew up psychic type attacks from Victini, especially if it's an item boosting Victini, or a boosting item Victini, an item boosting Victini. Twisted. Let's see here. Ursaring is a huge threat once Stillix is weakened as well. Weakening Stillix really, if Stillix takes any kind of prior ship damage, things like Aerodactyl, Ursaring, and Scolipede are just going ham. Scolipede with its speed and its speed boost ability just make it really, really hard to deal with. So Ginger's taking his time on this play. I suppose I can't think of anything else that would be halting the plays this long. I guess something like Z Tornadus, if Tornadus is even a Z move usually. If it has something like Z Rain Dance, could be a problem. But in comes the Dragalge, something that, for one of its dual stab is resisted, and one is immune by the Aegislash here, so it's most likely going for some kind of coverage move, and it's not even able to pick up the knockout. Yeah, I'm not sure what Ginger's doing, allowing his Pokemon just to take half, instead of just knocking this thing out with either Stillix or Victini. Goes for the Dragon Pulse no less here. Now, I don't actually think Dragon Pulse is going to knock it out either, so. It does, okay. So that's fine. So there was actually a spit F drop. I didn't even, in my head I was thinking, the spit F drop was the only way that that Dragon Pulse was going to knock out there, and it actually happened. So Aegis goes down. The game's brought back to a 4-5 position, but still heavily in AAA's favor, in my opinion. Especially since Jagai just got weakened. So basically, all the AAA has to do is keep Como healthy, Como and Lantern healthy, to kind of, I guess Lantern's an issue. I mean, not as big of an issue, because it's weak to Steelix, but I do believe it will outpace Steelix. So Aerodactyl comes in, claims one, pretty comfortably claims that knockout there with the wing attack. Mega Aerodactyl is such an underrated Pokemon. A fun fact, I've got some more Draft League content coming to the channel soon, and I've actually drafted Mega Aerodactyl myself. I can't wait to use that monster. Cannot wait to use it. Definitely looking forward to that. So in comes the Steelix finally. Yeah, I'm assuming this is an adamant Mega Aerodactyl. I don't think Ginger has anything on his squad that forces this thing to run Jolly. But I could be wrong on that. I'm going to check his roster real quick. Maybe Mega Lopunny could force the Jolly. But then again, like, you can kind of creep. Yeah, Ginger does have the Mega Lopunny, so I suppose that could force the Mega Aerodactyl to run Jolly. But then again, if you expect your opponent to speed creep, I think you definitely expect the Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny is another Pokemon that really appreciates running Adamant. Yeah, I think Mega Lopunny appreciates the extra power Adamant provides, and Greninja and Scolipede and Infernape, things like that, is the speed tier that I would expect Mega Lopunny to outpace, as Mega Aerodactyl naturally outpaces Mega Lopunny anyway, so I don't think you would speed creep, perhaps like an Adamant or a speed creeping Mega Aerodactyl. I think you just speed creep what you can outpace, and then leave the rest to chance, basically. I don't think you never run a Jolly Mega Lopunny expecting to just outpace the Mega Aerodactyl, assuming that it's going to be adamant. I don't think that's the case. Anyways, AAA has misclicked here, unfortunately for him. He has misclicked, and it's going to cost him a little bit. Yeah, he's forced out into his Como here, but fortunately for him, Como can just click the Drain Punch. As Ginger makes the solid play going into his Tornadus Incarnate. So I love Tornadus Incarnate as a Pokemon. Its design's really nice, its color scheme is really, really, really pretty, and things like that. I love Tornadus Incarnate, fall in love with it, and it's an extraordinary Pokemon. So I thought Como was very, very important for the Steelix. I think Steelix might be able to win the match now. I don't think it's been chipped enough, unless this Ursaring has close combat or something like that. And here comes the Aerodactyl. It's probably going for Stone Edge or Rock Slide. Either way, it needs to land. Yeah, it's going to miss the first edge here. So dang. So yeah, Ginger just threw the match, letting his Steelix take damage like that. Very, very, very unfortunate. Hard switch to Steelix in it. Like he had just gotten blessed by the Hex Gods on being able to get a free defog off for his Victini, and then turned around and allowed So I'm trying to think of some ways that this, what this Taney is. It's Trick Room Chardyberry. It's gonna eat this Stone Edge. It's gonna eat this Stone Edge. It's gonna throw up a Trick Room, and it's gonna win with Fire type coverage and Fusion Bolt, like Beat Create into Fusion Bolt. Could also be a Z-move user. I don't know. I think this is. I don't think Ginger can win. So in comes the Ursaring, takes less than half from Victini on the Zen Headbutt there, and likely is able to knock this thing out here. Yeah, one-shotted. One-shotted. So now in comes the Mega Aerodactyl. Has to land a Stone Edge. And does. So that's going to be game. So good game. Really fun one to watch. Unfortunate for the choke and a little bit of RNG involved. And AAA's misclick. But nonetheless, a fine game. AAA squad's very, very, very threatening. But it's going to be, let me know what you guys thought about the prep and the plays on both sides of the field. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.